Hi, this is German is Fun, Book 1. Chapter 1, Deutsch and English. Words that are similar in German and English, and how to say the in German. German is spoken by about 120 million people as their mother tongue. Can you name the countries where German is spoken, and where are they? You'll find out in this chapter. You'll have fun learning German, and it will probably be easier than you think. Do you know why? Well, first of all, German and English are both members of the same family of languages. German and English are both Germanic languages. So there are lots of words that are identical or nearly identical in both German and English. In time, you will come to see the similarities between German and English in words that, on first glance, do not look similar at all. Also, there are many German words that have a slightly different spelling but can be recognized instantly by anyone who speaks English. Let's look now at some German words and pronounce them the German way. Your teacher, that's me, will show you how. Words that are exactly the same in English and German. First column, blond, elegant, gold, intelligent, modern, normal, warm, wild. Der Arm, der Ball, der Bus, der Finger, der Hunger, der Motor, der Name, der Paragraph, der Park, der Plan, der Pullover, der Ring, der Sport, der Tiger, der Tourist, der Tunnel, der Winter, der Wolf, der Zoo. Die Bank, die Garage, die Giraffe, die Hand, die Nation, die Party, die Person, die Tour, die Vase. Das Auto, das Baby, das Hotel, das Radio, das Restaurant, das Sandwich, das Sofa, das Taxi, das Tennis und das Theater, das Zebra. Nummer 2, number 2. Here are some German words that look or sound almost like English words. You may repeat them aloud after your teacher. Blau, braun, dick, dumm, dünn, grün, hier, interessant, jung, kalt, kühl, lang, laut, reich, rot, rund, imitieren, reparieren, schwimmen, singen, studieren, tanzen, trinken. Der Amerikaner, der Balkon, der Bruder, der Elefant, der Fisch, der Freund, der Garten, der Kaffee, der Mann, der Onkel, der Präsident, der Salat, der Schuh, der Sommer, der Wein. Die Biologie, die Bluse, die Erde, die Familie, die Frucht, die Gitarre, die Klarinette, die Klasse, die Lampe, die Liste, die Maschine, die Maus, die Mathematik, die Milch, die Musik, die Nummer, die Schule, die Schwester, die Sekretärin, die Suppe, die Tomate, die Trompete, die Universität, die Violine. Das Bett, das Bier, das Buch, das Haus, das Programm, das Telefon, das Wasser, das Wetter, das Zentrum. Nummer 3. Some German letters have two dots, called an umlaut. It's a vowel change sound. The letters E, Ü are pronounced differently from A, O, U. Listen carefully to your teacher when you learn to pronounce words with an umlaut. Nummer 4. Of course, there are many words that are quite different from the English words that have the same meaning. These words you must memorize. You will probably be able to learn many of them easily by connecting them with some related English word. For example, der Hund, dog, is related to hound. Die Platte, a vinyl record, is related to plate, a fairly round, flat object. Das Schwein, pig, is related to swine. Here are some more words to add to your German vocabulary. Die Bibliothek, das Kino, die Zeitung, die Blume, der Junge, das Mädchen, der Mann, die Frau. Die Schule, der Stuhl. Number 5. Well, so much for vocabulary. Let's learn a little German grammar. Did you notice the words der, die, and das before all of the nouns? These 3 words are the German words for the. That's right, German has 3 words for the in the singular, der, die, and das. The reason is that all German nouns, unlike English nouns, have gender. Nouns are either masculine, feminine, or neuter. Der is used before masculine singular nouns, die is used before feminine singular nouns, and das is used before neuter singular nouns. How do you tell which words are masculine, which are feminine, and which are neuter? With some words, it's very easy. Obviously, Mutter, mother, Schwester, sister, and Frau, woman, are feminine. Vater, father, Bruder, brother, and Mann, man, are masculine. Buch, book, Heft, notebook, and Haus, house, are neuter. But why is Salat masculine and Tomate feminine? And why is Mädchen neuter? There really is no logical reason, so the only way to learn German nouns is with the word for the. So you don't memorize Tiger, but you memorize der Tiger. Not Musik, but die Musik. Not house, but das Haus, and so on. Did you notice anything else that's special about German nouns? That's right, German nouns begin with a capital letter regardless of where they appear in a sentence. Now that you've learned some German words and grammar, let's see if you can figure out the meaning of these 10 sentences. You may repeat them aloud after your teacher. Nummer 1. Das Hotel ist modern. Nummer 2. Die Klasse ist intelligent. Nummer 3. Das Buch ist gut. Nummer 4. Der Tunnel ist lang. Nummer 5. Der Präsident ist blond. Nummer 6. Die Familie ist reich. Nummer 7. Der Elefant ist dick. Nummer 8. Die Giraffe ist dünn. Nummer 9. Die Trompete ist laut. Nummer 10. Der Kaffee ist braun. Ausgezeichnet. Here are 10 more. Nummer 1. Die Milch ist kalt. Nummer 2. Der Tiger ist wild. Nummer 3. Der Salat ist grün. Nummer 4. Die Tomate ist rot. Nummer 5. Das Theater ist elegant. Nummer 6. Die Suppe ist warm. Nummer 7. Die Garage ist klein. Nummer 8. Die Liste ist lang. Nummer 9. Das Programm ist interessant. Und Nummer 10. Die Frage ist schwer. Now begins your Übungen. Übungen are exercises. This is where you'll need a piece of paper and something to write with, and you will actually write out your answers on your own loose leaf paper. Buchstabe A, letter A. Match the following words with the correct pictures. You're simply going to look at the picture and copy down the German word below the picture. So on your paper for Nummer 1, you see a picture of an elephant, so you're going to write der Elefant. Nummer 2, you're going to write the word for movie, for theater, that's a movie theater. Nummer 3, the word for baby, 4 is guitar, 5 is tomato, 6 is dog, 7 is book, 8 is blouse, 9 is a garden, and 10 will be giraffe. Übung B. Exercise B. Label the following pictures. Make sure to use der, die, or das. So for this one, you're either going to scroll back into the earlier pages to find out whether this noun is a der, die, or das and how to spell it, or you can go to the glossary in the back of the textbook if you have it, or you can use a German-English dictionary, or you can also go online to leo.org, leo.org, for your bilingual dictionary. For number 1, you're going to write the word the sandwich in German. Number 2 is the telephone. 3 is the car, 4 is the girl, 5 is the park, 6 is the violin, 7 is the sweater, 8 is the school, 9 is the radio, 10 is the chair, 11 is the lamp, 12 is the mouse, 13 is the bus, 14 is the ball, 15 is the wine, 16 is the house, 17 is the beer, 18 is the record, like a vinyl record, 19 is the fish, 20 is the man. In Übung C, it says write the German word for the, either der, die, or das, before each noun. You may not guess here, you have to go look it up. Buchstabe D, letter D. Ja, yes, or nein, no. If the statement is true, write richtig, correct. If it is false, write falsch. Number 1, some of these you're going to have to just take a guess. The elephant is thin, that's kind of obvious, that's going to be false. The pig is intelligent, I hear that's true. Beer is usually not warm. School is usually popular. The tiger is probably not dumb, and so that might help you with exercise D. Übung E. Give your opinion by completing each sentence with one or more of the adjectives listed at right. There may be several possible correct answers. So Nummer 1 says der Ball ist, the ball is. Pick any adjective and write it for number 1 that could describe a ball. Nummer 6, here is something else to remember about German nouns. German can string together words to form a new compound noun. Some compound nouns consist of several words strung together. Sometimes letters are added or left off words to make the compound sound better, but the gender of the compound is always the same as the last noun in the string. Let's look at the examples. If I want to combine the word das Telefon with das Buch, I would get das Telefonbuch. How would we know the gender of Telefonbuch? Because it's made up of two? Well, in this case, it's kind of obvious because they're both das. But the rule is that we always pick the gender of the last noun that's in the string. Let's look at the second choice, das Telefon plus die Nummer. Now, if I put Telefon and Nummer together, I get Telefonnummer. But what's the gender of it? Is it das or is it die? Well, the rule is always choose the gender of the last word in the compound noun. So the last word is Nummer, so we're going to pick die. And they'll give you some more examples. Die Tomate is going to need an extra letter added to it, so we're going to add an N, and then we'll squish it together with the word Suppe, so we get die Tomatensuppe. Gender, of course, is die. Rot plus der Wein equals der Rotwein. Der Winter plus der Sport plus das Programm equals das Wintersportprogramm. Notice that the gender of Wintersportprogramm is das because Programm is das. Then they're going to ask you if you can figure out the meanings of the compound nouns in Übung F. So let's see what they want you to do here. You're going to create, just like we did in the examples, you're going to create a new compound noun. So Nummer 1, you're going to squish together tennis and Ball. Remember to lowercase the b in Ball because you're making one noun, and nouns are always capitalized in German. But what are you going to choose as your gender? Are you going to choose das Tennisball or der Tennisball? If you've learned the rule, you know it's always the same as the last word in the compound. So since the last word is Ball and the gender of Ball is der, you're going to write der Tennisball. Underneath Tennisball, you're going to write the definition in English. If you can't guess, you can always go to a leo.org or a German English dictionary and look it up. But I think you can guess these. It goes all the way down to Nummer 10. In number 8, don't let that confuse you. When it says omit E, that means take the E off of Schule before you combine it with Freund. The do section, we usually skip this part. This is something that we could do in class. And the last part of every single chapter is your Kulturecke. In this chapter, they're going to talk about the German-speaking world. And the question is, where do people speak German? Most people would say Germany. German is the official language not only of Germany, but also of Austria and the Principality of Liechtenstein. And German is also one of the official languages of Switzerland and of Luxembourg. And in addition, many older ethnic Germans living in areas adjacent to and at one time or another part of Germany, such as the Alsace in France or Bohemia in the Czech Republic or Schlesien in Poland, consider German their mother tongue. So what are the names of the German-speaking countries? I would say Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and Liechtenstein. And which of the neighboring countries also have a section that speaks German? Well, if you look in the picture, if you look at Poland, the whole country is there, but only part of Poland is shaded. That's Schlesien. So you would say that part of Poland speaks German, part of the Czech Republic speaks German. If you go around, part of France, the Alsace speaks German, and the part of Luxembourg as well. The picture, what they don't show you in this picture is the northern part of Italy, because Italy does not border Germany, it borders Austria. But the northern part of Italy also speaks German. So what you find out from this is that German really is the language of Europe, especially the travel language of Europe. If you learn German, look at all those countries that you can travel to and use not only your native language skills, but also your German language skills. That's the end of Chapter 1.